ideas, you thought about your 3 products, and you have identified this thing. I want to tell you, this is not the final one, okay? You can revisit it and you can change it, anything in the future after the workshop, because I want you to look at this matrix every day, one time for next 7 days.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. To make it happen.
Sure.
Let's give a big hand.
Thank you.
Thank you to the leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give the big hand to them?
Okay. So value proposition product. So now the level 2 test is by using a framework, a tool to do the level 2 test. Okay. So it starts with this. You got an idea, right? And you do the level 1 test. And then you start building about your level 2 test. Okay. By the way, you can see there on level 1 test. I promised you it is going to cost you total 6 hours to do the test in 1 week of time. Right? I told you. Remember? So you can see that level 1 test, it will cost you 5 minutes. And you're going to review it for next 5 days. 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. So it's a 5 multiplied by 5 is 25 minutes. So you still have 5 hours and 35 minutes. Correct? I'm time conscious with you. Okay, you got me. So 5 hours and 35 minutes is going to be used for the level 2 test. Alright? There is no level 3 test, don't worry. It's only level 1 and level 2. Life is that amazing if you know how to do it in the right way. Because if you don't know the right way, you will always go to the wrong direction. That's why I said, Chanungam is this way, you should go that direction, not this direction. If you go this direction, even you run very fast, you go like a bullet, still you're not going to go to Chanungam. Somebody walk much faster to Chanungam. So now the test. The test, number 2, when you got an idea and you already have your product. So now let's say about the idea number 1. Okay? And it has a product, right? So what is your idea number 1?
My idea number 1 is I want to support ethnic minority people in like how to produce agricultural products.
And what's your product?
My product is like I give them necessary trainings for producing, for example, micro capitals and how to make this business sustainable.
Good, good. Okay, so that's your idea, right? And now it's your product. You got it, right? Let's say what's your idea number 2? Oh.
Yes. Idea number 2 is lecturers. The product of it is a presentation. Video is really convenient and meaningful.
Online learning you want to build, right?
Yes.
Online learning. What's your idea number 3, Jerry?
My idea is
Idea 3.
build a beauty and spa store. I would like to create some place like a shopping mall that not focus on shopping and focus on beauty for women or men.
Both. Okay, great. Queen, what's your idea number 1?
It's a education company.
All right, education. What's your product?
I want to invite people with different skill sets to work together and, like teach other people who want to have side jobs. Like if you're working in one job and you want to have a side job as graphic designer or something like that.
All right.
Teachers.
So your product is a platform where people can come and provide services to other people, right? You hold the like market space.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So look, you got the ideas, right? And you start to think about the product. So now about you have done, because now you have the product and idea, because you have already thought about this. You already did the test number 1. So now you are in that level. And you're gonna do it next 5 days, 5 minutes every day. And every time you got a new change of this one, every time you got a new change of this one, you draw it down. Any change, you write it down again. And you write down a date. I want you to write down tomorrow, your 5 minutes, you write down your date. If there is no change, you write it down, no change. And the next day, you see it again, you write down your date, there is a change, so you draw it down again here. Because I want you, it's so much important that you have those different versions and reporting to yourself. Because when you do that one, you'll see you're progressing. And if you're not progressing, you're dying. Alright? It's very important. So you have already done the test number 1, 5 minutes, 5 days, 25 minutes gone. Okay? And now you have 5 hours and 35 minutes to do your test for 1 week, right? Test number 2. So the test number 2, the first thing you'll think about, who will be your partner? The first thing about you think about who will be a partner in your this product. Think about you are a company, who will be your partner? So you're gonna actually make this box in your ear. So when I'm listening to you, you write down the box, and I'm gonna give you the link later in a Word file. So no worries. So who will be your partner? And then you think about what is your key activities. I mean the product or services, whatever. If you're talking about a platform, you write down your platform. Platform for what? You write it down. Let's say about for Queen, providing a platform for giving services to other skill share process, sharing one professional skill. So your creativity, you write it down. Alright? And then the third thing you're going to write down is a value proposition. This is where you write it down. Yeah, I already give you the test number 1. You already know that. It's a convenience or a high class. You write it down here. If it's a high class, you write it down. Why it's a high class you choose. You write it down here too. Why it's a high class? Why this product should be high class? If it's a convenience, why you choose to make it your high class? You're gonna write it down. Or convenience. You write it down here. The next is about customer relationship. How are you going to manage the customer relationship? Is it a mobile app? It's a phone call? It's a Facebook page? Or whatever. You write it down. Social media. Whatever, I mean, you should, this is where I want to give you a thing. When you manage a customer relationship, you should have one channel for social media and one channel for your direct contact. Website is one channel for giving managing customer relationship to as well. Indirectly. So when there is a customer relation, there is a two-way. Direct, indirect. Facebook page, website is indirect. In phone, in email is a direct. Okay? And now this is where customer segmentation. This is where is the key. Who is your customer? Who is the buyer of your product? Who will pay for your product? Customer segmentation. Who's going to buy your product and who's going to pay your product? Product or whatever service it is. And here, you also think about why. Why they are your product. Why they're going to buy your product. Why not buy other product? Why they will buy your product. Why they should come to your spa, Jerry. Why they should come, why minority should work with you. So think about it. So your idea number 2, the minority product you say, this is like a minority people. Okay? So your customer relationship, how are you going to build the relationship with the minority people? How they know you, how they know your product is here. Alright? Key activities. What kind of financial knowledge and then services you will, microcredit thing you will give it to them. Put it here. Alright? And now, to run this key activity, what are the key resources you need? The key resources you need. People, money, how much, technology, whatever you need. Be specific. Don't just write down, I need technology. It's not going to make sense. What technology you need? A website to run your company. Information. Put it on. You need a Facebook page. You write it down. If you need a mobile app, you write it down. By the way, write it down what is minimum needed to make your idea successful. You cannot say, I need $1 billion. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. Think about, in the first year, to make your projects or startup successful, what are the key resources you need? You're going to write it down here. And this is the way you're going to write down the channels. So, customer relationship, the way you manage, what are the channel you're going to use? Facebook, phone call, mobile apps, whatever it is. Think about the successful